children! Welcome to Interklас. Let's learn some English. Today we're going to touch 1001 Nights or Arabian Nights. Сьогодні ми доторкнемося до 1001 ночі. It's a collection of Middle Eastern and South Asian stories and folk tales. Це колекція народних казок Близького Сходу і Південної Азії. And we'll read one of the most familiar of the tales, Alibaba and the 40 Thieves. І ми будемо читати одну з найбільш відомих казок Алібаба і 40 розбійників. It has been widely retold and performed in theaters, movies, computer games, and so on so forth. Вона широко переказувалась і виконувалась в багатьох виставах театру, у кіно і навіть у комп'ютерних іграх. But in the first chapter there may be some words that you may not know. Але у цьому розділі можуть бути слова, які ви не знаєте. Let's look at them and learn. Давайте їх вивчимо. Now let's look at the words that we may need in the first chapter. Poor – бідний. Woodcutter – лісоруб. Rich – багатий. Merchant – торговець. Forest – ліс. Treasure – скарб. Thief – злодій. Rock – скеля. Chief – ватажок. Sesame – кунжут. Cave – печера. Poor, woodcutter, rich, merchant, forest, treasure, thief, rock, chief, sesame, cave. Well, now you are ready to start reading and listening to the story. Тож тепер ви готові почати читати і слухати історію. But before the story, we will look at the occupations of some characters. Але перш ніж переходити до історії, ми подивимось на професії героїв нашої казки. Enjoy it and be attentive. Насолоджуйтесь та будьте уважними. What are occupations of the characters? Які професії у цих персонажів? We have cobbler, chief of some thieves, servant, woodcutter, and merchant. So, Alibaba is a woodcutter. Kasim is a merchant. Morjana is a servant. Arshad is a chief of some thieves. And finally, Baba Mustafa is a cobbler. Now tell me, which person in the story is this? Яка ця людина? He is rich with a nice shop. It's Kasim. He is poor with a little house. It's Alibaba. He is old but works well with his hands. It's Baba Mustafa. She is young, quick and clever. Her name is Morjana. He is angry with Alibaba and Kasim. And of course, this is Arshad.
Our story is about Ali Baba, a poor woodcutter in Persia. Ali Baba's brother is a rich merchant. His name is Kasim. One day, Ali Baba is working in the forest. Suddenly, he hears some men. They are coming nearer. He quickly goes behind a tree before the men arrive. There are 40 of them. He sees some treasure in their bags.
They're thieves,
He thinks. The thieves stand near some rocks. Their chief says,
"Open sesame!"
A door in the rock opens, and the men go into a cave. Later, the thieves come out. They say,
"Close sesame!"
and the door closes.
Interesting. What's in that cave?
Ali Baba thinks.
I'd like to see.
After finishing reading this chapter, you have a task. Після прочитання цього розділу ви маєте завдання. Let's check how you understood the story. Давайте перевіримо, як ви зрозуміли історію. Be attentive. Now you have to tell me, are these sentences true or false? Вірні ці речення чи ні? Alibaba has lots of money. No, it's false. Alibaba is poor. Alibaba's brother Kasim has no money. It's false. His brother Kasim is rich. Alibaba is working in the garden. No, he's working in the forest. When Alibaba hears some men, he goes behind a tree. Yes, it's true. There are 14 men. No, it's false. There are 40 men. The men are all thieves. Yes, it's true. The men cry, "Close sesame," and go into a cave. It's false. The men cry, "Open sesame," and go into a cave. Later, the men leave the cave. It's true. Alibaba wants to look in the cave. And this is true. Well done! It's time to finish our lesson and have some rest. See you in a week when we start the next chapter. Take care and goodbye.
Hi everyone, this is Teen Time with Interklас. My name is Alexey and today we are going to talk about traveling and different types of parties and learn some grammar rules. Do you often travel? So my question is very simple. What should a good tourist know? There are some tips that can be essential for traveling. Moreover, in this presentation you will learn a new slang phrase, a culture vulture. Watch it attentively and try to guess what it is. So let's take a look with you at one word that people think is very popular. It's a culture vulture. So, who is a culture vulture and what is culture? Culture is languages, medical care and religion, child-related methods, food, folk art, celebrations, jokes and manners. And of course, culture includes clothes and dressing and working schedules. So, culture is so varied and different. And now is a question for you. Who is a culture vulture? It's a slang for a person with a serious interest in arts and culture. How to be a good tourist. Be sure to read something about the place you are going. How do people dress? Who is the average man or woman? Learn a few phrases on the language by a nice guidebook. They often have range sections with phrases on the language. If you can say hello, thank you, or yes, no, and goodbye, inhabitants will already treat you nicer only because you've made an effort to be polite on their language. And the third tip, respect local culture. In deeply religious countries, for example, don't do anything that can be insulting to their god or gods. Visit a few places besides what in the guidebook, like in Venice, everyone is going to the same way on the main street mean that smart tourists can totally go somewhere fantastic where there are no people at all. Also, you may find that things are cheaper on the smaller, less touristy streets. Do you enjoy going to parties? There are different words to talk about parties. Let's take a look at the presentation and boost your vocabulary. So today we are going to talk about different kinds of parties. So all parties are divided into formal and informal. Formal parties include such words as a ball, welcome party, a farewell party, a reception, a cast party, a dinner dance, and Christmas caroling party. So you can also use these words for description of different types of parties, including formal parties. Now try to look at these words and repeat all of them. Informal parties include also some words like a surprise party or a housewarming party, or we can use a game party. Of course, you can say a pajama party, and a hen party, and a stag party, and a pool party, and of course, it's a baby shower. Now, people at parties. People who go to different parties are also different. It's a host, a guest, a social butterfly, and of course, a party animal. A wild child and a party pooper, and of course an intellectual and a chatterbox. Different party verbs are also very possible to use: invite or buy presents, or you can say dance and live up, decorate, exchange greetings, give and receive compliments, and make up new friends. And of course, throw a party. Today we are going to take a look at a grammar presentation. This presentation will help you to learn and boost your grammar knowledge, so be very attentive. Phrasal verbs. Today we are going to talk with you about the phrasal verb look. Yeah, it's a very big one. So, look to, it's rely on somebody or something. Look up, finds information in a book, on a map or a timetable. And look ahead, think about what is going to happen in the future to make plans. So look back, think about something that happened in the past, and look forward, try to find something. Look forward to. Feel pleased and excited about something that is going to happen. Look in, visit a person or a place for a short time. And look on watch something without taking part yourself. And of course, look out, watch what is happening and be very careful. Look round, turn to look at something behind you, and look through, read something quickly and briefly. And look to, it's rely on somebody or something. And look up, find the information in a book, on a map or a timetable. So now let's take a look with you at these verbs and try to get their ideas and try to use them right. So be very attentive. Of course, you can use such words in different situations, and now we can just do with you another story. It's a quiz. Look up. To search for it and find as it in a reference book. You need to look up that word in the dictionary you have never heard it before, or he will look up your number when he gets to Paris. Look up to. Look up to, it's appreciate or use as a role model. I really look up to. She will always look up to her mother as he or she had such a positive effect on her youth. Okay, you have done a lot of work today. Have successful English classes. Take care and goodbye.